Hello friends, welcome to my channel Easy AI ML. Here I will use my experience and present a simplified way of understanding the subject AI ML. While machine learning is a vast subject, I am going to cover a basic approach towards building a classification based predictive model. I have tried my level best to keep this simple and easy to understand. In case of any question, you can write to me and I can answer. So, this is the agenda. I will take you through the basic process irrespective of the programming language or the predictive tools or available techniques. So we will cover what is predictive modeling, difference between classification and regression. We will talk about data analytics. We will talk about data exploration. We will talk about a very important topic, which is setting up observation and performance period, and we will know what is stepwise, what is model iteration. We will know model accuracy and measurement, and also we will understand how to deploy a model. So in this session, what we are going to discuss is completely code agnostic. So we are not going to talk about codes. You can choose your own tool or programming language to build your model. What we are going to understand is the process. Let us understand advanced analytics or analytics at a very high level. So I have shown a different step. So this will help you to understand what we are going to understand or what we are going to discuss, where it falls actually. So step one is foundation. Foundation covers data preparation, data integration, platform adoption, governance, readiness. This is to include number of applications used for data and then integration of these applications, creating ETLs to build a data warehouse, etc. So that you have the data, number one. Now, once you have the data, the second step is to understand that data. So if you have saved a lot of tables in terms of numbers, here you need descriptive analytics to create an inference of those numbers, and it will exactly tells you what has happened. So it talks about structured data, business intelligence, dashboards, alerts, etc. And basically MIS reporting it covers. Now moving to the predictive part. This step we are going to forecast or predict, or we are going to tell what is going to happen in terms of forecasting, regression, simulation, next best action. So this part covers statistical analytics, predictive models, forecasting, risk analytics, etc. etc. Now we are going to discuss the predictive models, and moving next steps are prescriptive, cognitive, etc. Prescriptive is generally to tell how to make it happen. Decision tree optimization, etc. comes under prescriptive. To give you one example, it can tell you what should be the price of a product that can take the complete sales for the year to this particular number. So this statistical analysis comes under prescriptive. Cognitive is automated decision. That is very advanced part of it. Moving to the next part. So let us understand what is classification based predictive modeling. We see there are certain questions. Actually, classification based predictive model answer these questions. Who will buy the product? Who will commit fraud? Who will churn? Who will attrition in any organization? So in other words, predictive modeling is a training of a model basis historical data to predict future events. It generates the probability score that actually help in taking action on top probability score items. To understand this in a better manner, we will get into a quiz. It will be easy to understand. So here we get into the examples or quiz. The questions are: which student will fail in particular subject? Will it rain today? After effect of COVID-19 epidemic on a particular industry, who will attrition? How much particular cricket team will score? If we try to answer these questions through a classification based model, can we? So this is to understand where actually classification based model can be useful and where it is not applicable at all. So question number 1, which student will fail in a particular subject? Yes, we can answer through classification based model. So we would require data students historical performance with pass fail identifier, and we will try to use pass fail identifier as a dependent variable and all other parameters as an independent variable. Will it rain today? Yes. The data required would be history of date, temperature, humidity, wind speed, month of a year, place, and identifier obviously rain, yes, no. So we will study the historical behavior of a particular geography and understand on what combination of data it actually rains. After effect of COVID-19 epidemic on a particular industry, no. There are no historical evidences of such epidemic and its impact. We have one of its kind. Now, if this is going to happen again and again, actually it is difficult. Who will attrition? Yes. Data required would be employee age, education, salary, appraisal rating, wage per hour, travel time, training hours, leaves, timesheet, uh, age when it was last promoted, ratio like average hike, etc. We will actually predict. How a particular cricket team will score? No. This is actually difficult. People try, there are different models, people try to apply, but a classification based model, this is not applicable as per me. Now we will understand what does predictive model do. Predictive model learn from the history and predict the future. The important thing here is we need to prepare the data such a way that it makes sense for the predictive model to generate the predictive score. So in this picture, you can see two approaches. One, using the historical data to build or develop the model, and second, deploy this model to take the current data as input and predict the future. Here you can also see there are a dependent variable, that is event, and there are n number of independent variables. So model training actually learns how independent variables has the correlation with a particular event, and this is built in the algorithm. Once we create the model based on the historical data, it can be deployed to take the current data and generate the score. Moving next. So these are few commonly used predictive modeling techniques. Mostly logistic regression were used in the beginning, and then these new techniques came like decision tree, random forest, XGBoost, and neural network. So these are the statistical methods or algorithms used to predict the relationship between the dependent variable and an independent variable. We will discuss about these individual techniques in a separate video. We will now focus on a process. Here are more example question and answers to understand the process well. The question is, will there be classification based predictive model in below problem statements? Questions are, at what percentage price discount company will have maximum sales and net profit? How much inventory stock I should have to avoid out of stock situation? Out of existing customers or product purchaser, who will purchase AMC, its annual maintenance contract? Which route is best for Amazon delivery boy to save time and cost? What will be my customer's next purchase? Can I predict city against citizen profile? Can you just keep thinking what should be data required to answer these questions, or will categorical based model or classification based model can answer? So let's move and understand at what percentage price discount company will have maximum sales and net profit. No, this can be solved by a price optimization model. How much inventory stock I should have to avoid out of stock situation? Again, no. This can be solved by inventory optimization or forecasting technique. Out of existing product purchaser or customers who will purchase AMC, yes, this is classification based model. This will study the previous history of customer purchasing AMC and try to identify different independent variables to a dependent variable AMC purchase, yes or no, and try to build an algorithm and generate the score. Next question, which route is best for Amazon delivery boy to save time and cost? No, again, classification based predictive model will not work here. This is a route optimization model. It's better solved by OR many a times. Next question, what will be my customer's next purchase? Again, classification based model doesn't fit or doesn't come into picture here. This can be solved by a priori algorithm, popularly known as market basket analysis. Next question, predict city against citizen profile. No, again, label cannot be predicted using classification. So what we can predict is binary, yes or no, 0 or 1. Support vector classifier model can actually do this. So friends, this is end of part 1. Please give your feedback and let me know how I can improve my video, and also I would like to know if this video has helped you. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to the next video that will be uploaded soon.